Hi guys, welcome to a new update of the things I've picked up for the last few weeks. We're now in the beginning of August, so July has been quite a good month for buying in my terms. There isn't absolutely loads here, but I've got some really good stuff. One thing I've already shown, but I'll get to that after. But of course, as usual, I'll start with the CDs first. The first one is Genesis, set in England by the pond. I'm quite fairly new to Genesis. My dad likes a lot of Genesis and Phil Collins stuff, and I've always been intrigued by this album, especially the cover, because it's just a really amazing drawing, painting. And it's quite an old album. It was released 1973, I think. And yeah, this is the first Genesis album I've got. I am aware of a lot of their other releases like Duke, which stands out in my mind. And this is a very interesting album. It's very unlike anything I've got in my collection, so it's nice to see something a bit more rocky and older, but by a really talented British band, of course, you know. So I thought I'd start by getting this album. I got this from HMV, so all good so far. Next is one I picked up from the charity shop, and it's Eternal Before the Rain. I haven't been too desperate to get this, but I knew if I found it eventually I'd buy it, and that's what happened with this. Even though it did take me a long time to actually buy this, because I never really seen it anywhere, in any charity shops or markets or anything. But I wasn't desperate to get it online, so I just sort of waited. And good R&B album. I think, you know, Eternal's just a really amazing girl group. Lead singer Esther, she's got a phenomenal voice, and of course they're on the big reunion, and it's just interesting to see them come back, and it's a great time to buy this. It features Don't You Love Me, I Wanna Be the Only One, and Someday, which is on the Hunchback of Notre Dame soundtrack. So yeah, nice artwork as well. Next is one that was a bit of a risk taker, but I'm glad I did it in the end. Boy Meets Girl, Real Life. Basically, they was like a one-hit wonder in the 80s with a song called Wait for a Star to Fall. And it's a very beautiful 80s ballad, and it's on the Three Men and a Little Lady soundtrack. And I really loved that song for years, but I never really listened to the other songs they've released until I got a magazine, Classic Pop, and it had a review of this new re-release of the album Real Life. This was originally in 1988, but it's been reissued this year. And after reading the review, I thought I might pick it up if I find it anywhere, but I didn't think I'd see it in HMV, but there it was, and I thought I'd get it. And it's a very, very good 80s album, some really beautiful songs on here. Even though Waiting for a Star to Fall is probably the best track on the album, but there's a song called Stormy Love, which is beautiful. Stay Forever, the first track, Bring Down the Moon. It's just full of proper American rock pop songs, a lot of ballads on here, just amazing vocals as well from the lead singers, the male and the female. So it's quite an interesting album. I really do recommend having a listen to this. Next is Sia, A Thousand Forms of Fear, and this is my first album I've got by the singer, and probably because I absolutely loved Chandelier when I first heard it. Her vocals are just so out of this world. Even though it's not my favourite track on the album, I much prefer Big Girls Cry. I think that is an amazing, beautiful song. It just gives me goosebumps when I listen to it for the earphones. Not only her voice, but the background instrumental for the song, it just sounds amazing. It just sounds out of this world and breathtaking in every way. And she's a very, very talented songwriter. I can see why a lot of people want to work with this artist, and just very interesting. And I'm glad she's getting a lot more recognition by herself rather than being featured on other artists' songs like Titanium, of course, because Chandelier is her own track, so it's nice to see that she's got a big hit, which she deserves. And the artwork, the infamous wig with the face, it's just quite unique, and it stands everything else, so yeah. Next is one that I've been wanting for a while. It's Kylie Minogue X, and I know Nick12604 put this in his favourite albums of all time, and I've never really got round to actually buying this album, but I have eventually. I love a lot of the singles off this, like Two Hearts, Wow, and In My Arms. Some of the other tracks are good as well, like Speakerphone, which, although it sounds quite auto-tuned, it's quite catchy. And I haven't really listened to the second half that much, but from what I've heard so far, it's quite a good Kylie album, even though I much prefer Fever and Impossible Princess. Next is Madonna MDNA World Tour. I've listened to the first disc of this so far, and it's good, but I am probably going to see if I can try and get more live Madonna CDs, because I just have a feeling that this one isn't the best, even though it's her most recent and everything sounds up to date. But a couple of the songs I don't like the versions for on the live tour, like Open Your Heart. I much prefer the Grammys performance of that song. It just sounds amazing, but it's a good thing to have if you're a Madonna fan nonetheless. And of course the artwork's really good. There's some really great pictures inside as well, and you do get your money's worth. How many tracks are on this CD, live CD. So yeah. Next is the one that I've been wanting for ages, and it's a new release, and it's Roux, Trouble in Paradise, the second album, and it was released 5 years after the debut. And all I can say is it's about time, but it's really succeeded expectations for me. It's a lot better than I thought it would be by a long shot. Even though there's only 9 tracks on this album, each one really does stand out and have its own personality, and there's no filler at all. Even though the last track, The Feeling, it doesn't really. I don't know why it's the last track on the album. I think Let Me Down Gently would have been a much better track on the to the end of the album, I think. My favourite track is Sex Attack. I think that's just an amazing song, really catchy and fun and vibrant. Also like Tropical Chancer, it's a very reggae, Grace Jones style song, and that's quite a fun track to listen to. And also like Kiss and Nocturne. I think every track is good really, even though I'm not always up to listening to The Feeling, but yeah, fantastic album. I really hope we don't have to wait another 5 years for the third album, but hopefully not. But it's done quite well on the charts, number 6, so not bad. And I also picked up on the same day the single for Roux, Uptight Downtown, which was the first official single. This was from HMV, and I was quite surprised to see this because I don't really do singles anymore, so it was a nice surprise to have seen this. Unfortunately the single flopped, but I think she's become more of an album seller now than the singles artist, which is a shame, but nice artwork. It features 2 remixes of the song on this, so worth checking them out, especially the second track. It just sounds like a different version of the song, but still in an 80s style. And the last thing I want to show is something I picked up from the market. It's not a CD, but it's actually quite interesting. It's Toriyama, and it's a biography. Well, an interview biography. It's like in this slipcase, and it's got this book with the actual DVD, sorry. And it's a really thick book with like loads of pictures and information, inspiration from other artists. And this was released in 1996, so it's around the Boys for Pele era. Some really beautiful photos like this one here, just really good high quality photos. The only thing that is a bit of a shame about this is the packaging, and the artwork of this is absolutely dreadful. It looks like it was made on a Windows 98 computer. But it's Toriyama, and it was a good price, so I was quite surprised to have seen this, and I haven't watched the interview yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it very soon. So yeah, it's another Toriyama thing for the collection. And that's the CDs. Now I'll show the 3 vinyls I picked up. The first one is one I picked up about a month ago, and it's Fox's Glorious. I picked this up not long after my last update, and I was really proud to have seen this because I've wanted this on vinyl, because the album on CD is amazing. It sounds really good on vinyl as well. Talking to Ghosts, Youth, Holding On to Heaven, Let Go for Tonight, Night Owl's Early Bird, which has become a favourite. Just a really good pop album, and I can't wait to see what she does next. I know she's going to be on Doctor Who, apparently, so that'll be quite interesting. Brilliant artwork as well. She's a very beautiful girl. The next one is one I've already shown in my last video, and it's Toriyama's Boys for Pele. I put it in this nice slip case now, and it looks really good. I've been actually looking to see if I can try and from the Quagga Hotel, but nothing's popped up yet. But I'm checking every single day to see if one comes up so I can buy it. But amazing. I've been wanting this for ages, and like I said in the unboxing, it looks absolutely fantastic. I've only played it about twice because I really want to look after it. And the last one is Roux, Trouble in Paradise. I picked this up the same day as the album on CD and the single. It sounds even better on vinyl, what can I say? It just sounds a bit more upbeat, I think, and more live sounding. And it looks better blown up on vinyl, the image. And it's got a nice slipcase, a nice close-up of the singer, Ellie Jackson. This picture's not in the CD booklet, so it's quite a nice picture to have. And if you want the vinyl, you can get the download thing inside with the code, so you don't have to put it on CD, but I did anyway. So yeah, that's it. And that is it, everyone, for this update. I don't know when my next update will be. I've ordered some things online. I don't want to give it away what it is yet. I want a surprise. But they should be coming in next week. So next few weeks will probably be the next update. So that's it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy your week.